Hello everyone, and welcome back to Let's Play Cyberpunk 2077. I'm your host, Colors Fade. Technically, this is episode 52 of the Let's Play series, but what this really is going to be is more of a standalone episode to walk through the respec and the revamp with the 2.0 changes, because this is colossal and I love it. I have respec'd my character several times now just to try things out. I'm settled on a build to play through the remainder of the game. You can see I'm level 43. This is the character we've been using for the whole Let's Play series, but the 2.0 changes are significant, and I thought it would be great to do just this video where I walk through the respec process and we can talk about all the various changes and the synergies and the different builds and just everything. So here goes. First thing is, all clothing is cosmetic now, so you can remove these if you're using an outfit like I'm using, which I love. So there's no reason none of your armor comes through your clothing anymore, which is actually really awesome. It's built through a completely different system that really has to do with your cyberware systems. So we're going to go to our character, and as soon as you click over there, you're going to be presented with this character reset. You hit C. That'll reset all your perk points, but you have to reset your attribute points separately. And I really recommend you do this. Especially what you need to do is go through all these things and figure out what build you want to play and have a hard save so you can go back to it and start over, which is what I've done. I've started over many times trying to tweak this build to perfection to play the way that I want to play. There are builds here that are super fun and builds that fit my play style, so I'm really excited about the whole thing. So we're going to hit this, reset our attributes. Now let's start out. You notice that I had 7 points in reflexes, and that the main way I have played through this Let's Play so far is by using assault weapons and using a lot of quick hacks to take down tons of enemies through security cameras without me having to fire a single bullet. The way that I typically like to play the game is crouched, shooting from behind cover, and using a lot of cyberware. Well, and a lot of quick hacks. It's kind of changed now. This is going to be a little bit of a departure, and this is really cool. Let's start with technical ability. Technical ability is something we're going to want to push up to max. I have 49 attributes to spend. They do it in a tiered system now. So at the beginning of the game, you get nothing, and it isn't until you get to tech level 4 that you can start grabbing some of these points, some of these abilities down here. Below tech level 4, you can grab this 5% instant recharge health items and grenades after neutralizing an enemy. Now, this is one of the really interesting changes to the game. There are no more inhaler health items. Instead, your ability to heal yourself is a permanent ability that you can only use so many times during combat, and it's on a refresh timer, and that timer can be shortened, and you can get more charges by investing perk points. I think it's actually kind of cool. It saves you from having to invest in crafting a whole bunch of those things. And what it does is it prevents characters like me from going into combat and having to just spam heals. Now you got to be a little bit more smarter about how you fight. Grenades are kind of the same way. You can no longer craft 100 grenades and just keep tossing them. Instead, as you pick up and acquire new grenades and new levels of the same grenade, they just become a permanent fixture on your character, and you can choose which one to throw, and they are also on a timer and a refresh timer. So, and again, you can shorten those refresh timers and get extra charges, and I'll show you some of those abilities as we go through. But we are going to first take tech all the way to the max. And the reason for that is because of Edge Runner, and it's not so much what it does. I don't care so much about the Fury state, but it grants you 50 extra points of cyberware at the cost of some max health. And that's actually going to be fine, I think, especially for the way that I'm playing, and we'll show you how that works. So in this technical ability chart, what I'm going to want to do is, now, these things on the side, these perks on the side of a node, you can't select any of these. You can see how it says it's locked until you unlock all of these. Once you select that, now this is still locked. Once you select it again, now it's unlocked. So this is all things cyber. I'm going to take this all the way up because I want Edge Runner. This is licensed to Chrome. This gets you plus 40 armor, unlocks a new cyberware slot for the skeleton, and gets you plus 10 to all your cyberware stat modifiers. All your cyberware now modifies stats. So you can see in here, for instance, the 12 at the top, it says tier 5 cyberware. 12 is how much it affects your cyberware capacity. And then you can see how it modifies stats at the bottom. Plus 2.2 reload speed, plus 3.1 weapon handling. Its reflex is attuned. Every single piece of cyberware now is attuned to one of your main abilities here. So it's attuned to reflexes, body, technical ability, cooler, intelligence. It's really cool. So anyway, back to technical ability. The things that I want to take are this, plus 4 cyberware capacity for each attribute at 9 or higher. So we're going to have 3 of those, which will give us a total of plus 12. We're going to want to take this, Chrome Constitution. Minus 5% incoming damage if all integumentary systems and skeletal cyberware slots are filled. There is a new system here called the integumentary system. We're going to fill all of these, and we're going to fill all of our skeletons. So we definitely want to take that. And then the next one we want to take is this, plus 25% crafting components. I'm just taking that for myself. It's not a must-have, but I have a point, so I'm going to take it. And then we get up to the fun stuff up here. Built Different unlocks the cellular adapter cyberware for the integumentary system. It can be purchased and installed at Ripperdocs. We want this, especially for the build that I'm going for, so we're going to acquire that. And then down here, plus 15 duration for all cyberware effects. This is important, especially for we're going to be using this optical camo. So it's important for that. Now over here, Glutton for War, this is where all your health and grenades take place, and this comes up and synergizes with this tree in a couple of effects. This one, Doom Launcher, if you want to use the projectile system from your arm, which I eventually want to. I don't have enough points to fire it off yet, but this is going to be really cool. You get a plus 1 max charge. You get plus 20 recharge speed, plus 25% additional recharge speeds when you have no charges available, and plus 200 additional recharge speed outside of combat. Plus 5 instant recharge after neutralizing an enemy. And then it receives the same bonus as grenades from the Burn the City perk, which is down here. When you accumulate 5 stacks of Pyromania, they will be consumed to instantly replenish a grenade recharge. But all bonuses from those stacks will remain active for 6 seconds. So this, I want to go up here and get this grenade stuff to go with the way that I plan to play it. The main way that I plan to play now is with tech weapons. All of the power weapons are gone for me. I only want tech weapons. The game has really, with this perk revamp, has really created a way for you to focus builds. You need to focus builds. So you either need to be focusing on reflexes and going down this tree for all of your assault weapons and SMGs, or you need to focus on bladed weapons under this. You can go to body strength. They'll give you all your crushing weapons or all of your shotguns, heavy machine guns and light machine guns. Or you need to go under cool, which is what we're going to do because this affects revolvers, precision rifles, and sniper rifles. And we're going to combine that with tech to get a couple of cool effects for our tech weapons. So the thing we want to do here, this little isolated set of stuff over here, set of perks, is just for tech weapons. And this is what we want. We want Bolt, only affects tech weapons. Recharge speed is up. At level 2, you get more damage, and at level 3, you unlock Bolt. To fire a bolt, release the trigger for a charge shot right before it fully charges, and there is a little indicator on the screen, and I'll show that to you of how you can know that. And it counts as a fully charged shot. It does plus 30% damage and minus 50% penalty for penetrating cover. So it's really cool. And then there are a couple of really neat abilities off of this. This, tech weapons no longer fire automatically when fully charged, which is great when you're trying to snipe somebody's headshot. And that's really what the whole build is going to be about, is about doing massive headshot damage. And then bolt shots ignore enemy armor, which is fantastic. Okay, you can increase the time window to fire a bolt. We're going to look to take that a little bit later. And then up here, bolt. Chain lightning. Bolt now deals electrical damage and releases an electric arc that can electrocute up to 3 nearby enemies. So this is right there. I mean, it's pretty cool. There's some neat stuff in here, but right now what we want is Edge Runner. And then down here on the side of technical ability, we're going to take Glutton for War. We're going to take both of these. There's a plus 8 recharge speed for health items. And so I said you have a limited number of health items, where here at level 2 is how you get an extra health item charge, and 150% recharge speed for health items outside of combat. Then here, plus 30% health from the final charge in your health item. And this is plus 15% recharge speed for health items when you have only used one charge. So if you've only used one healing item, your next ability will recharge faster. I'm not necessarily going to take those right now. I kind of want to hang on to those points, but these are things that I had originally done in my original build. Now we're going to go over to cool, and this is the next thing that we're going to max out. For this particular build, again, this is a mix of like a standalone episode to show you all the different changes that are going on in the 2.0. And we're going to go out after we get done revamping all of this. We're going to go out and kill some bad guys so you can see how these different systems work. But this is also episode 52 of the Let's Play series. So here you have a whole bunch of things that have to do with stealth and moving. And you know me, if you've been watching the Let's Play series, you know that I like to play crouched and I like to fire from behind cover. But the big thing is this. This is your precision headshot tree, basically. It's going to affect, like it says, pistols, revolvers, precision rifles, and sniper rifles. And it's all about doing headshot and weak spot damage. So we're going to grab both of these. Deadeye. So unlocks Deadeye mode at level 3, which is active above 85% stamina. Here's another big change. Shooting weapons uses stamina. There is a small, thin yellow bar in the upper left-hand corner that appears when you start to do things that use stamina, like running around and jumping and using bladed weapons and shooting weapons. So stamina is tied into everything you do, but it's not, so far as I can see, punitive. But this is a thing that plays into it. And so Deadeye mode is when you're above 85% stamina, you're not exerting yourself, and you can get plus 20% to headshot damage and plus 20% to weak spot damage, and there's no bullet spread. The nice thing is this though. Then up here you get this. Deadeye is active, guaranteed critical hits for headshots and weak spots. And increased damage as distance increases, which is awesome. So then we come down here, and this is in cool. We're going to grab this one. Head to head. When focus is active, neutralizing an enemy with a ranged attack resets its duration. Focus is this ability. Unlocks focus mode. This mode automatically activates when you aim while at full stamina. When active, no stamina cost for shooting, allowing for more accurate shots. But then when focus ends, you take a minus 40 stamina penalty. It's okay. Your stamina recharges really fast anyway, so it's not a big deal. But here, with this, you're going to take a minus 50% stamina cost from focus. So now instead of costing 40 points, it'll cost 20. I don't think you need this, but just in case, you can take it. This is the cool one. Slows time for 25% for you and enemies when focus is active. So that's a nice one. And then what we want is up here, this long shot. When Deadeye is active, your shots always deal full damage regardless of distance. And here, you're getting increased damage as distance increases. So yes, please let me have all the damage. And then over here, plus 30 stamina after neutralizing, plus 30% stamina after neutralizing an enemy with a ranged attack via headshot or a weak spot. I'm going to do a lot of headshots, so that's fantastic. And then what we're going to do is take this. This is where the mitigation comes in, so we're not going to quite have as much damage reduction, as much armor as everybody else, because we did the overclock thing, which, remember, it does this. So overclock allows you to exceed your cyberware capacity by up to 50 points at the cost of 0.5% max health per point that we go over. So that is going to affect us, but we're going to be able to mitigate some of that. So here, plus 20% mitigation chance when aiming from cover, plus 20 mitigation chance when crouched and not moving. This other one, which I'm not going to take, is when crouched. The higher your mitigation chance, the longer it takes you to detect. Not so worried about that. And then up here, at level 1, you get crouch movement speed. At level 2, you get mitigation chance when crouched. And at level 3, you can sprint while crouching, which is kind of nice. And the nice things is for this, when optical camo is active, you are undetected. Neutralizing an enemy grants you health, stamina, and movement speed. And then here, optical camo automatically activates and consumes its charge gradually while crouch, sprinting, or sliding. Very nice. Now we're going to go to intelligence. We're going to crank this one up as far as it'll go. We're not going to put any points into reflexes or body. It's just going to go like this. Crank the rest of those points up here. Now, this is where the trees are pretty cool, and there's some really cool synergies going on here in creating a different build that I really want to go through. Over here is smart weapon stuff, which is really cool. That creates a larger targeting reticule for the smart weapon, and there's a lot of feats in here or perks in here that have to deal with not losing the target lock when you do things like switch weapons. You can get multiple target locks. You get this is really cool. +2 accuracy with smart weapons for each unit in your Cyberdex RAM deck. And then it synergizes with your ability to use quick hacks. +2 RAM after neutralizing an enemy with a smart weapon. So if you want to use quick hacks and a smart weapon at the same time, this whole tree here, these two trees, is the way to do it. And I can't wait to do a build and run through the game doing this. But for what I've been doing, I'm going in a different route. This is great though. We're going to want this for RAM recovery rate. And I still want to use quick hacks. You could go through the game and never use a quick hack. You can invest all your points in other things. It synergizes really well with tech weapons. I still want to use some quick hacks, but I can see going through the game and not doing any of this stuff, which would be kind of cool too, and taking these points and putting them elsewhere. For now, I'm going to use them, and the thing that I want out of my quick hacks is this: -30% traceability for all quick hacks, because tracing is now a thing. And we want to go up here and get this and get -100% trace progress after performing a takedown. So if you take down an enemy when you have quick hacked a group of people and you can get one of them via a takedown, then it resets that. I want to see this work actually. And then this one is -1 RAM cost for combat quick hacks used on enemies affected by targets by control quick hacks, covert quick hacks, or the distract enemies quick hack. This is an important thing. Quick hacks now have categories, which is really cool. And there are a lot of things that work off of this, off of either control quick hacks, covert, or distract enemies. They have made it so you want to use distract enemies now, which is really cool. So some really, really neat stuff. Neutralizing an enemy with a combat quick hack recovers RAM equal to 25% of the total cost of the quick hacks affecting the target. And then over here is the second quick hack tree. And this is really neat. This is all about queuing multiple quick hacks onto enemies, which you didn't previously used to be able to do, or at least it didn't have an effect. So first is Eye in the Sky. It just allows you to -1 RAM cost and +50 duration for quick hacks used through cameras, which I tend to do a lot. And so that's really cool. And right here, this Force Kill Cipher reduces the sequence length required to hack access points. You don't have to take that, and I'm not sure I'm going to. But this Hack Q, at level 1, you just get +1 max RAM, but at level 2, it unlocks quick hack queues, allowing 2 quick hacks on a single enemy. Queued quick hacks automatically upload in the order they are added, and there's a 30% upload speed for the second quick hack in the queue. So you can start queuing enemies that way, which is pretty rock on. And then you can do this neat stuff like this. When you're the target of an enemy netrunner, you can quick hack them back through walls and obstacles, and there's a -1 RAM cost for such quick hacks. You can get +25 RAM recovery for each quick hack currently in a queue, and after neutralizing an enemy, recover 80% of the RAM cost from all quick hacks remaining on their queue. So that's all pretty cool stuff. Actually, I didn't use the queuing stuff in my original build that I had revamped, but I think I'm going to on this. So I'm going to leave this here where this is, and we're going to go back up to technical ability and look at this. Yeah. All cyberware gain an additional stat modifier. That's the one I want. Okay, and then you can upgrade your cyberware. So here you can see on all of our cyberware, we have this up yellow button. If you visit a Ripper doc, you can actually take all these. All of mine right now are tier 5, but you can make them all tier 5+. And every time you upgrade them, it requires components and cash. And every time you upgrade them, you'll get a slight, tiny boost to something they do. Like if they add armor, it'll add a little bit more armor. Or if they have a cooldown, it'll reduce the cooldown by just a little bit more. We're at level 45. We've made it this far into the game. All of our stuff is legendary already, but you can still keep improving it. So there's that. I want to look at one more thing here. So yeah, is there anything else that I really want to grab right now? I don't think so. I think I have everything that I really want to have. I don't care about weapon swapping or reload speeds, so I don't worry about any of those. So right now, this is what we're going to take. Oh yeah, minus 75% stamina cost for crouch sprinting during combat. I have no idea what it actually costs during combat. So we're going to leave our perks this way for right now. That's the first part of this. Now, if you notice in my Let's Play series, I was using assault rifles and power sniper rifles. We're switching completely to tech weapons, but I don't have any tech weapons. So what we're going to do is go craft a couple, because I actually have some epic crafting components. We're going to craft 2 guns right off the bat. We're going to craft this thing. It's the Breakthrough. It's a slightly different variant of the Nekomata. The Nekomata does plus 300 headshot damage multiplier and a plus 50% armor penetration. This does plus 100% armor penetration. So we're going to make ourselves one of those. Now, we know there's the Buria too. It's a tech revolver. It has 4 rounds in it. That's all. It does a massive amount of damage, 184. And you're going to want to aim and headshot people with this, with charged attacks, and shoot through walls and stuff with it like that. But there's also this. We're not going to do this. But the Comrade's Hammer is basically a Buria that shoots a gigantic round. It only shoots 1 round at a time. So when I was respecing my character, I made this weapon because I wanted to see what it did, because the 442 damage is massive. But at one shot, I was like, oh, no. So we're going to grab this pistol. We're going to craft it. And then we're going to save everything else. And we're going to look to pick up a tech shotgun at some point in time, which we will. So we'll go here and we'll say, give me the Buria right there. And then for a modification on it, there's a couple of neat choices. This is a minus 20 charge threshold to penetrate cover, and a minus 20 damage penalty for shooting through cover. I kind of like that. There's also this, a 30% chance to cause an EMP blast when shooting an enemy with a fully charged weapon. I like that as well, but I'm going to go for this. And then we're going to grab our sniper rifle. Actually, we're going to take and we're going to put the sniper in slot 3, because that's where I like to have it. Right there. And then in slot 2, do we have, by chance, a shotgun? Have we picked one up? No, that's a power shotgun. Okay, we're not going to worry about that for right now. But anyway, this doesn't have any modifications on it, this Breakthrough, but it is a massively awesome piece of hardware. So now we're halfway done with our character. We need to go see the Ripper Doc, and then we can go blow some bad guys up. So this thing is awesome. We'll get to see that in action. And the reason I parked myself right here is so that we can go down and see Vic. Victor. And again, I just recommend making a hard save before you do all of this, so that you can try stuff out.
I was thinking about swapping some chrome. You got any new toys?
Have a look.
So when you come in here, when you're doing a respec on your character, the first thing you got to do is these are green because they're having you put things back in. You got to put this in even if you don't want it. We're not going to be using smart weapons, so we don't care about it. And then there's the integumentary system. So this is the first thing. This is granted to us already. We don't have to pay for this. Subdermal armor, because we already had it on our character. So that's where it goes, is in that slot. Now for the hands, what are my other choices? I'm just curious. Ballistic coprocessor. So again, pay attention here. It says this is technical ability attuned. So you generally, I think, want cyberware parts that are attuned to the particular attributes that you've poked a lot of points into. This increases ricochet chance with power weapons. I don't care about that because I'm not using power weapons. This is a handle wrap. It's cool attuned when equipping or throwing a throwable weapon. So if you're using thrown weapons, there is a whole tree for thrown weapons now. The micro generator, reloading an empty weapon causes the next shot to release an electroshock that deals up to 240 electrical damage to enemies near the point of impact. That's pretty cool. Intelligence attuned. How much is that though? It's 33,000. Yeah. There's the smart link. There's the shock absorber, which is cool attuned. It's minus 20% recoil. And the ballistic coprocessor, which we already saw up here. So I'm not going to worry about either one of those. Doesn't matter to me. Oh, wait a minute. What is this? We can put this in. Cyberware tied to Tiger Claw's dermal imprint. Enables the use of smart targeting weapons. Don't care about it. Okay, now let's start going through the systems here. The skeletal system. Bionic joints, these are technical ability attuned, and titanium bones, which are body attuned. We're going to get rid of those because in our skeleton we're going to do something different. So the first thing we want to do here, let's see, in the integumentary system, we want to add our optical camo because we're going to want to use that. And then the next thing we want to use is, let's see, where is this thing? No, what was it called? Cellular adapter. We have to find it right here. This is the thing that we bought the perk point for all chromed up. We bought this, so you can see what it does. It's technical ability tuned. It adds a whopping 146 star armor. You can see on the right hand side of the screen how our armor is set up, and right now you can see where our max amount of armor is allowed, 1289. So we're gonna grab this. Where is it again? Not there. Gosh darn it. Cellular adapter, yep. So it adds plus 1% explosion resistance for a current total of plus 20% because it adds for each attribute point that you have, which is awesome. So we're at plus 20 for explosion resistance. We're at plus 10 for tech weapon damage, plus 10% bonus. We're at a plus 10% bonus for health item recharge speeds and a plus 10% bonus for grenade recharge speeds. And on top of that, we get 1.6% health regen bonus, 15.6 carrying capacity, and 3.1 health. So we're going to grab that, and it's expensive. It's 84,000. So there goes quite a chunk of our change right there. But the integumentary system is full now, and we want to go back to the skeleton because remember, we have that perk that makes it so that where is it at? -5 incoming damage if all integumentary system and skeletal cyberware slots are filled. So we want to fill the skeleton. So right now we have bionic joints, which gives us a bunch of armor, which is really nice. And then in the skeleton, what we want to add is something called a scarab. Gotta find it first. This tier 5, it's a technical ability attuned. When crouched, we're going to add more armor to ourselves, and we're going to have some abilities to offset that movement speed penalty. So that's 50 grand. And then the next thing we want to add, which is really expensive, is called Parabellum. So this, it's 80,000. It adds 90 armor, but it also adds a flat 12% bonus to armor. So for a total of 184 here. So now our armor's up to 794, which is nice. And our skeleton is full, and the integumentary system is full, so we get -5% incoming damage. Now, the next thing we need to do is go remove Krezhnikov, because we're not going to use it, because we don't care about this. Allows you to aim and perform ranged attacks while sliding, dodging, or dashing, and slows time by 60% when you aim a ranged attack during a slide, dodge, or dash. I don't care about any of those things. So Krezhnikov is gone. We do like this though, synaptic accelerator. So in the nervous system, what we want to add is this thing called a visual cortex support. To find it. This thing, visual cortex support. Crit chance increases the further you are from the enemy. It's cool attuned. It grants us +4% to headshot and weak spot damage and a bunch of other bonuses. And it's 50 grand. So there's a large chunk of our change right there too. So that's all that we have in the nervous system. In the frontal cortex, we have the X disc already, which grants you more RAM, quicker upload speed. It's intelligence attuned. So we get all damage dealt is increased. And there's additional headshot multiplier. Camillo RAM Manager grants you instantly recovers 23 max RAM when available RAM falls below 20%. It's also intelligence attuned. The thing we want to add here in the frontal cortex system is something really important for hacking, and it is called self-ice. Automatically negates an enemy quick hack, and then it has a 45-second cooldown. So this helps. +2 max RAM, and it's intelligence attuned with all those really nice bonuses. So there's that. In the arms, what we want to go for long term, which we don't have enough money, there are a whole bunch of really cool things. They're mantis blades as always, but we want the projectile launch system because we eventually want to be able to go into, it's not there. Is it intelligence? No, it's not there. It's under tech ability. Yeah, here. We eventually want to be able to go over here and get Pyromania and have it match up here with ticking bomb. So, and basically, and because the big thing I want is Doom Launcher right here for the projectile launch system. So I eventually want to get that, but we're out of cash basically, and there's a few other things to do here. So we have to add circulatory system things. We want to get the basic blood pump. That's free because we already had that. In fact, we had a bunch of them, it says. And then heal on kill is the one that I like. Black Mamba, Biomonitor, where is it? Heal on kill. Plus 7% health when you neutralize an enemy and it's intelligence attuned. And it adds, again, 0.05% to all damage dealt per attribute point for a current total of 0.9. So I like that. And now you can see if we didn't have Edge Runner, we wouldn't be able to do this. So that knocks some of our health down, but I don't really care. So that does it. That is everything that I want to add. We want to get the launcher later, and there's in the circulatory system, there's a thing called feedback circuit that I'd like to have. It's technically attuned. Plus 3 health when you hit an enemy with a fully charged tech weapon shot, which we're going to do a lot of. But anyway, that's our character. That's the character build. Takes about a half an hour to get through that whole process. It takes a lot longer when you're sitting there trying different things out. I really think that there are just some really cool character builds here. I think going down this whole tree with reflex and using power, automatic weapons, and in fact, I think one of the fun ways to play through the game would be to not even worry about hacking and just go completely into these two trees here. The sliding, the crouching, the jumping, the automatic weapons. Go up here, get this air Koreznikov. Activating Koreznikov in midair keeps you suspended in the air and extends its duration, and just shoot the crap out of people with assault weapons. I think this could be such a fun build. And the other build that I want to play the game through with and do is this. I want to do this smart weapons with all the hacking stuff. Just grab all of this and get this up here with your smart synergy. When overclock is active, smart weapons gain instant target lock and plus 25% damage if the enemy is affected by a quick hack. So you're going to quick hack and shoot the crap out of stuff. And then overclock lets you, if you have a Cyberdeck installed, press Q to activate it. In this mode, you can use quick hacks even with insufficient RAM, but each RAM unit over your max costs 10% health. So you're going to use quick hacks, you're going to overclock, and then you're just going to shoot the heck out of stuff with smart weapons. And when you're killing things with smart weapons, you're going to get RAM back. So it's absolutely fantastic. I mean, there are some awesome builds in here. And as I was saying, there are builds now. There's a whole tree for blades. And there's a tree here under cool just for thrown weapons. So all kinds of thrown weapons stuff in here. I mean, if you want to play the game with thrown weapons now, you can. It's incredible. So that's what we have. We're going to leave Vic's place, and what we're going to go do is find some police scanner stuff. And those of you who've been following the Let's Play know that I was getting pretty close to the end of the game, so there wasn't much on the map anymore. Well, guess what? They've done something really cool here. They have added things to the map. So if we check the map and we just want to look for jobs and where's the police scanner stuff? Cybersec. Oh yeah, and NCPD. So look, I was done with police scanner stuff, and now there's a ton of it. There's a ton of it. So what we're gonna do is walk down the street here to this assault in progress. And we are going to go try that out. How far away is it? It's 250 meters. And then, of course, we get Cyberpunk with all the people with their different walking styles and clothing. And this is just... it puts Starfield to shame. And for anybody that's curious about the graphics right now, I'm running on ultra ray tracing mode. Everything is on. This is what I've been able to do with massive SP. I mean, I think I actually have via NVIDIA GeForce the FPS locked at 60, but it's been so much fun. Job complete. Upgrade you. Oh, we can't get out that way, can we? Okay. Yeah, so I recently upgraded my computer from an i7 to an i9 13900K. with the 64 gigs of RAM and all that jazz, new motherboard. That way that the CPU wouldn't be as much of a bottleneck for the 4070 Ti, which has been a nice budget card to have. And it makes this game look fantastic. But anyway, around here, where are we? Where are these guys? Right here. Okay, so there are some cool things to do here. In our cyber deck, we have some new stuff. We have some new toys. One of them that I like, where is it? I gotta find it. Bait. Covert quick hack. So remember I said earlier that all the quick hacks now have a designation. They're either covert like this, or this is a control quick hack. This is an ultimate quick hack. There are combat quick hacks. So we want contagion. So I want to do that. So I'm curious about something. So what I want to do is bring this guy over with bait is something that isn't traceable. So you can see the ones that are traceable. So we're going to bring him over here with bait. And then I'm going to try something on him. I mean, we can just sit here and we can... Okay, hold on, buddy. Now what I want to do is overheat him. And then I'm going to grab him and I'm going to kill him. And that killed the trace. Oh no, they're still tracing my location. Okay. And I'm on fire. That's not good. She's dead. Now he's down. God. I wanted to see the quick hack part cancel, the trace cancel, because it's supposed to. This is radical though. And then there's still this stuff. You're going to want crafting components now, especially if you're starting a fresh play. You're going to want crafting components so you can upgrade all of your cyberware. It's going to be a huge part of the game now. Anyway, if we want to do this, we can start with the 7A. There are two 55s here. This one would get us to a BD, and that one will get us to a BD. And then that one will get us to a 1C. So 7A, 55, BD. Now we have a choice of 1C that goes to a 55. We need that one then. And then a 55 there and a 1C there. And what they've done is they've changed the crafting components. They no longer say legendary or whatever. They're just tier 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I didn't have a problem with the way things were named the first time, so I don't really care. And then you still do get points, experience points, from dumping guys in there. And we've got our big fat pistol, so we can always have our pistol when we're dumping somebody, which is kind of cool. I like the idea of playing with pistols and rifles and have all of them be tech weapons, and we're going to pick up a tech shotgun. In fact, we may just have. I wasn't even paying attention to what got picked up there, but let's see what we did get for weapons. Let's go into our backpack and look. We want to get rid of most of these things. Anything that is power, we want to get rid of, because we're not going to be using power stuff anymore. We probably should sell some of those higher tier things. We're going to want to sell some of it. Some stuff. Double barrel shotgun. This is a power double barrel shotgun, so we don't care about that. Or that pistol. Or that. Or that. Or that. Or this. The overture. Or that. So this is what we got now. There's a bunch of melee weapons that I don't use either. And then all your clothing, don't really need anymore. So we'll grab all those tier 5 components. We'll want to get some money though out of some of that stuff, but we'll look for a power shotgun. It'll be very cool. So So for the rest of this episode, folks, I'm just going to do the whole standard Let's Play stuff. Those of you who came to the episode to see the respec and the changes, if you want to bug out, you can. But we have been doing this Cyberpunk playthrough for a long time with the Blade Runner soundtrack. Blade Runner 2049 soundtrack, because it just so perfectly fits this game. So we're going to find some more bad guys to go kill. There's a lot more of them right here. Turn around here. This car sounds different, and here's one of the biggest changes to the game that I love. You can change the height angle of your view, and finally it will stay there. I love it. So it'll stay this way. If I take my hand off the mouse, it'll stay. It doesn't shift back down to the lower mode. I'm so thankful for that. Oh my gosh, it's made driving so much more enjoyable. As I've been playing through these changes, a lot of it feels like a direct response to the videos I've made, and the comments I've made while playing it, because this has been really cool. The only thing that hasn't changed is there's still not much in the way of parking in this city, but the one thing I want to do is see if my car stays in location. So here are these bozos. And we're going to do this. We're going to try some hacking stuff with them. And do things through cameras and things like that. So she's the character we want to get rid of, actually. Right there. She is the net runner. If we ping this. Yep, so she's their net runner. We can contagion her, short circuit her, overheat her, but I want to get something else. So I want to do this. Let's grab that camera. There she is. So how much do we need to be able to get her, like, system collapse 24, RAM cost reduced by 4. Okay. If we had overclock, we could just overclock and spend some health to immediately do it, but system collapse, where are we? Cyberdeck RAM is 20 or 31. Okay. I want to keep an eye on her. She's the troublemaker. People are dying. They're getting beat up at least. Now where are we at? Now we can do it. System collapse her. Untraceable. So see, it's not traceable. Knocks out the enemy without making noise by crippling their nervous system. Minus 12 RAM cost for a short time after reducing trace progress. Stacks 2 times. Neutralizing an enemy with this quick hack reduces trace progress by 20%. Fun. She's gone. And that guy's like, whoa, I'm out of here. This guy didn't see it though. That's great. Okay, well, I'm not worried about him. This dude over here has got to fry. Now they're going to start tracing me. Okay. They're going to start tracing me, so we're going to crit people in the head. Where's that guy? Cover can't save you. Yikes. Oh, reload. I missed him. I need to get this guy downrange. Where is he? There we go. There we go. He's down. We can use one of our healers. So remember, it says we got 2 left. Okay, where are you at? There you are. Critical headshot. So what is that thing? Okay, I want to see that. That's off of... What is that thing that it's doing? It's doing something. I don't know what the icons at the top of the screen mean, which is the hard part. So I'm not entirely sure what that is. Cool effect though. There you are. Where is this person? Can I tag them? Let's do this. Let's ping. Shoot right through that thing. Where's that person at? Where were they? Where are they? I'm looking, where are they? Oh, there's someone way over there. Is anybody close by them? Oh yeah. So you can see on the right hand side of the box there, of the window, it says release, and let's ping him again. I want to see this. So watch that little blue line underneath the 4. That's how you know to release it. And they shoot through walls, the bolts. It's a bolt shot. It was pretty freaking awesome. I took him out. Let's go see if we can get the last guy from the camera. Camera control. Oh, who's seeing me? Who's seeing me? Was that somebody seeing me? It's gonna take so long to get used to the new systems here. This guy's down here somewhere. He's down there. Let's see, can we see him around the corner? There's a camera over there. There's lots of cameras here. Where are you? Right there. Look at you. Let's just do Synapse Burnout. Deals heavy damage. Let's do Overheat on you. He's trying to find me. Oh, but he's killed. Who else is here then? That means somebody's still tracing. That means somebody's alive. This guy. He's dead. Who else is left? They're gonna find me. Whoever's left though. I don't know who's left. Warning detected by who? Somebody. Where are they? There's one person left somewhere. Oh, that guy is still over there. I don't think I can shoot through a building. No, that's not what I wanted to do. Let's do this. Camera control. Let's find that guy somewhere. There he is. Right there. Oh, we can use distract. You can distract and blow guys up now. I mean, you could do that before, but it was just never effective. And there's actually a perk that makes this damage a lot more. What do we have left? Okay. We can break the chain. See the last one? I think that's it. Yeah, he's done. Oh my gosh. So, it's loot time. Oh, and here we go. A tech double barrel shotgun. Right there. Bring it to daddy. Nice. Cool. I don't care about penetrating cover with it. Or dismemberment chance. Torso damage for 4 seconds on dismemberment? Hell yeah. What about this one? Cause an EMP blast. I'm going to save that one. What's this? Reload speed. Stamina cost for shooting and minus 15 armor penetration. Yeah, sure, I'll put that on there. What the hell? That's nice. I probably won't use it very much because I really like pistols, but... Oh my gosh, now I gotta loot all these guys. There's some tats. This whole thing is just crazy. Tier 1 quick hack components. I'm loving it. What do we have? Did you still have a piece on you or something, buddy? It's showing up like you are. Oh no, it must be this guy. There we go. And there's an orange beast right over here. What used to be a legendary component. Yeah, so for grenades, if you want to, we have our optical camo set here, but you can see how there aren't numbers here. Like there isn't a quantity. You just select one and it goes into your quick slot. And then based on what you've done for grenades here, you can have an extra grenade charge. And you can get more grenades faster. You can get them, you get the cooldown to refresh faster basically. So there's all of that now, which is pretty crazy. So 1C, and then a 1C, and then a 7A. Okay. And then the 7A, okay, 1C, 1C, 7A. This has got to go 55, 1C, 1C. Get some components from that. We're still doing that thing. But you can't do anything about that guy's store. So you guys were behind cover and you thought you're safe. It's cute of you to think you were safe. Very cute of you to think you can be safe. What else are we looking at here? Goodness gracious, so much loot. This guy was back here. There's a legendary component over here. Bounce back, so. And then there's a car. Oh. Nowaki. Ready, steady, Freddy. Man. So yeah. We'll just take this car. So those are the Cyberpunk changes, man. It's like, it's going to be really fun playing a tech character because I had never felt like the tech weapons were worth it compared to just the straight up power weapons. But now there's a definite bonus. It feels like everything in the game is viable now. You want to play Mantis Blades and play a physical... Oh, these guys had a little problem here. You want to play a character that runs around and jumps in the air and spins around and Mantis Blades everybody to death? I think you can totally play that kind of a character. There's been some car accidents here. If you want to... I mean, for crying out loud, there's a whole tree for thrown weapons. You want to use smart weapons and be a hacker and smart weapon guy? You can. I mean, that's going to be my next playthrough through the game, is using smart weapons and all of the hacking. All the hacking. If you just want to focus on cyberware on your body and assault rifles, you can. I just feel like they've done such a good job with this revamp. Everybody talks about how they were doing this revamp to make Cyberpunk what it should have been originally. and it feels that way. To me, it does. In the limited amount of time I've had to play it, I've sat here and revamped my character about 5 times and then gone out here and done these police scanner incidents just to try things out, just to see how it feels and how it plays, and refamiliarize myself with the buttons and stuff. Because I've been not putting out Cyberpunk episodes just because we knew that Phantom Liberty was coming and we knew that this 2.0 update was coming, and I didn't want to finish the game and have to start a whole new playthrough just to get to the Phantom Liberty. So we'll be able to do Phantom Liberty when it drops on this channel. That will be cool. We'll have a level appropriate character that can start it right away. It's going to be a lot of fun. I'm really excited. And I'm just really excited to lean into the whole tech weapon thing. I think that's going to be really cool. So down here, I have a little quest. We have to scan and identify Pepe Le Pew's wife, the bartender. And we'll do that next episode. Folks, I hope you enjoyed it. There's a lot more Cyberpunk coming away on this channel now. Coming this way to the channel, I should say. This update is fantastic, and I just can't wait to get in and start whole new playthroughs to try out all the different builds that I want to play. So I hope you all out there are having luck with that. I have not had any technical issues. I know some people have had technical issues downloading the update and getting it to run. I know even Fighting Cowboy had a problem getting his to run. I had no issues with the update at all, thankfully. So I feel lucky, but it has been a joy. It's been a complete joy. So folks, thanks for being here. Thanks for hanging out. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, leave your questions and comments down below. I will do my best to answer any questions about the update that I didn't cover in this video, and I will see you next time. Until then, happy gaming, everyone.